You're an OG of this game. You've been in it for a long time. So I wanted to get your perspective on another podcast in your realm, which was quite dramatic and a lot of headline news recently. What were your thoughts on the whole Call Her Daddy situation?
Oh, did you see our parody videos?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It was interesting. I didn't. Corinne had told me about it initially, and because I had heard about Call Her Daddy because people tweeted us like, "Oh, the Call Her Daddies, they're kind of similar to you." And then we looked in and we're like, "Oh, it's like guys who fuck, but like we're hot." Corinne and I love making fun of ourselves. We love doing characters. So when we started doing those parody videos, I was like, I want to make sure I have a grasp of the situation because we didn't want to be mean about it because I don't not like them. There's no beef or anything. I don't even know them, but I think they're hilarious. And but the beef with the IP and giving away your IP accidentally is something that happens to a lot of young artists, young working people. And the podcast game is so new that actually I really it seemed from what I understood of the situation that Sophia's boyfriend was kind of like butting in.
Yeah.
And as somebody whose boyfriend butt in, like I had a 7-year relationship where he was just like, he edited the podcast and then I like dedicated my portion of my book to him. And then when we broke up, he tried to sue me for $110,000. And I was like,
that's
okay.
Shit.
But there was moments in that relationship where he would try to be controlling over. He would say, well, when we go on tour next, I'm like, we? There's no we. It's Corinne and I. What the fuck are you talking about? So I don't know if it's that kind of situation, but I really empathize with that. And just knowing your IP and knowing that somebody had to tell me that it's one of the most important things when you sign a contract that you keep your IP, your intellectual property, your ideas are everything. That's what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the difference with Barstool is like, there's no reason for Barstool to get into it unless they have their ownership and can like.
Yeah.
So it was
but
kind of
like the owner renegotiated and was going to give them all.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, it wasn't like when we signed them, when Dave negotiated with them, it wasn't like we're going to like steal these girls' IP. It was like, here's the deal. If you don't like give us the IP, then we're just not going to do this because we're not going to blow you up and have you just be able to walk away whenever you want. And they agreed to it initially. And then when they had like incredible success, they were like, well, wait a minute. And that's where it got dicey, where it was like, well, we already kind of made this agreement. But yeah, Dave eventually was like, okay, here, you can have it. And they still
unheard of. Like
I know. I'm sitting here, I'm on the other side being like, you did what, motherfucker?
Yeah.
So,
well, that's why when the one of them walked away from that, I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm. It was like,
but
it was
I don't
probably
know the other half.
No, there really is no other half. It's like,
oh really?
I think they were gonna make at least like $500,000. I think they were getting a raise. I think they were getting a higher percentage of their merch, and they were getting the IP. And she just said no. I think what happened was the boyfriend like went out. He like stuck his neck on the line to get them out of Barstool and onto another podcast network. And the other girl was like, "Let's stick around." And she was like, "Well, wait a minute."
Barstool's a great network.
Yeah, I mean, I got no complaints, and like especially if I could own my IP and get like a fucking $750,000 salary. So I don't know what the drama was there, but it took the world by storm for a week. It was like every podcast,
it was trending on Twitter. I was like, dude,
wild. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah. But what I always appreciate about you guys is I think if you talk the talk and you walk the walk. Like you will fuck a porn star and your friend. It goes down for real. So Guys We Fucked is always going to be a staple in that realm.